Recording in progress.
Okay, what is this pop-in things? Let me explain a bit more details. So those of you will just watch the video now. Now, all of you for the past few months, thank you. In fact, some of them are with me from last year until now. So thank you so much for your commitments, your dedications, your disciplines, and your belief and trust in JLC as well as Uncle Raymond. I will be giving you, okay, Yang Pei Kun and Jialing, will you mind turn on your camera? Hello, can you turn on the camera, please? Thank you. So this voucher that Uncle Raymond is going to give you is to show our appreciations that you guys are doing well in terms of your homework, your handwriting, your commitment to submit your homework, and also the most important, okay, you all would like to involve and participate in the whole class as a whole. Okay, so these are the places that you guys can collect. Jialing, are you there or Jialing? So these are Pei Kun and Zhao Xuan and Yang Xiang. This is the place that you'll be collecting your gift voucher. Okay, which is at Plaza Singapura and Scott Square, level 2. So what you're going to have is nothing to do with your assessment book. No need to buy assessment. You can buy jewelry, you can buy clothes, you can buy bag, you can buy anything, like just like a shopping mall. But this is a pop-in shopping mall, which is like a bazaar sales that you go in, you can buy anything, as there's no examination book or assessment book. Okay, it's that to help my friends. Also, Uncle Raymond's, my books, my English books are there, as well as my my eco-friendly products are there. So it's like all works and no play that you guys will have. Some of them will have $10 voucher, $20 voucher. So when you go into the popular this shopping mall with this Plaza Singapura, which is at Dhoby Ghaut, and the Scott Square will be at Orchard Road. So I find it's very centralized for any one of you staying in any part of the Singapore will definitely come into centralized. So after next week exam, some of you might be going for a shopping spree, and this voucher will last until end of next month, 31st of December, 30th of June. Okay, so this is the voucher. So Qiao Xing, Yang Xiang, Pei Kun, Jialing, Xing Chen, and Zhao Xuan and Ziying, you guys will have to show, when you go to the Plaza Singapore, you have to show your handphone with this picture here. Okay, Ziying is not coming. Okay, fine. So 1, 2, 3. So that's left of you. Okay, so you will not meaning that you have to show your handphone that this is this voucher given to you. At the same time, you have to show your names. Anyway, my friends will have all your names. So whether you go to Plaza Singapura or Scott Squares, your name will be there. So you just tell them I'm Qiao Xing, I'm Yang Xiang. Then you say, oh, you got a $10 voucher. Okay, right? So you only can collect at one place. Okay, one time only. Not $10 for PS or not $10 for Scott Square. Okay, can So this is the appreciation for all of you for your good work. Okay, now we're going to go through the what we need to consider in comparison of skills and source. Okay, so that is your hard work. You get your rewards. Move on the next couple of months. There will be part 2 of the awards coming out later part. Okay, so this is the one what we're talking about, basis of comparison. What is the common criteria? So when you compare two things, when comparing two sources, okay, I start first. Jialing, are you there? Can you please answer me, Jialing? Yes, it looks like you can forge easily, but don't worry, Pei Kun. The moment you go there, you tell, because we also talk about it, about this thing, about people might take a picture and then claim under your name. So the best is when you are there shopping, you just tell me, Uncle Raymond, I'm not at Plaza Singapura, but this uncle say I cannot claim, I cannot do this, there's some problem, please WhatsApp me. So when you're there, I will tell the staff there and my friends who is the boss there say, okay, my student Pei Kun will be coming down in Scott Square. Get it? So when you claim the $10, you buy a $30 products, you claim $10, you got $20. You just pay $20. So thanks for the clarifications of working. Now, when you are comparing some things, that you must have a common criteria. Let's ask you, Yang Xiang, if I have a blue pen and a red pen, what is the common criteria, the differences?
Oh, big common. And right.
The common difference, the difference.
Oh, the color.
Yes, very good. Okay, that's a common criteria. So Qiao-Sing, what is the common similarity for a red pen and a blue pen?
Both instruments.
Sorry, you're lagging?
Both are pens.
Huh? No, seriously. Agree, Pei Kun, a bit lagging, oh? I can't really hear the last part. Both are what?
And
both are pen. So the similarity, both are pen. A bit low common criteria. I want a bit higher ability.
Can be used right way.
Both are functional pens that can be used for different purposes. Even both, the similarity is both are pen. Okay, both are from the same manufacturer. Okay, take note. So, okay, I'm using this example. Next. Pei Kun, what do you think? Use an object to make a comparison. Similar. Next will be Xing Chen. So prepare. What is the common criteria for a different one and common criteria for similarity? So you say a context, you say, look here, context in country that makes it necessary to publish. So this is something we are referring to the previous slide. Okay, positive and negative tones. Then we also talk about when we are talking about comparison, we must talk about the differences in tones and what you call purpose. And at the same time, when we're done with it, then what is the common criteria? What do they have shared the difference? Who is the both targets are audience? So for example, they are talking about CPF, okay, not enough MediSave. The common criteria are Singaporean, but one of the difference between the two Singaporeans is source A, the Singaporeans talk about affordability of using MediSave plus the saving to cover medical expenses. But source B say no way, man. Even my medical saving, my MediSave is not enough and not enough cash. So the differences is in terms of financial assistance. The similarity is that both do have CPF MediSave. Both say that they can afford to use MediSave to pay for the bills. Well, source B say that, yes, I can use MediSave. Hey, hello, excuse me, but not very expensive. I still have to come out cash, which is a common criteria, means one can afford to pay for. So for example, Qiao-Sing, if both patient A and patient B also both went for the same operation, okay, same operation, right? But of patient A, no problem, can cover by MediSave and then pay by cash, 10,000. The other one is also 10,000, but also half by MediSave and half by cash. But patient B say cannot. Wow, very expensive. What do you think, Pei Kun, Qiao-Sing, and Yang Xiang, and Jialing, and Xing Chen? What do you think that patient B say this way? What is the criteria that he say that he thinks that he's not able to afford?
Low economic status.
SES, economic status. So straight away you can think, oh, sorry, Qiao-Sing, 我们不是狗眼看人低。No wonder lah, because that fella also stay in class A, you stay in class C, no, both are staying in the same class, the same walk. You must take all the common criteria there. The B is say that social economic, that means 他可能也是，两个都是有 clerk 哦，那些两个都是 admin clerk 可是为什么 source B patient B 还不了钱呢？可能他家里负担比较大你要明白吗？ You have to look at the manpower, the family, the number of household people inside. Get it? So you have to check. Sometimes you have to presume why the patient B cannot afford. Well, patient A 是两公婆嘛，对吗，Qiao-Sing？ So OK 哇，他不用还钱吗？两公婆。可是 patient B 两公婆，可能他还有两个上有老母，下有儿女，怎么办？Sleepy. Okay, I see somebody yawning. Okay, so now let's talk about your common objects, common criteria. Jialing.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Chelsea, I don't want to use pen already. I want to use something related to social study. Fair enough. Then I can associate school. Raffles Girls and Raffles Institution. What is the common criteria? One is Zabao, one is Tapao. Don't tell me this. Xingchen, better pay attention. I don't want to repeat my. Hey, give me a break. Today my birthday. Please, please. Don't keep me repeating. Thank you. If you don't want to sing a birthday song for me, fine enough. But please don't keep asking me repeating. What is the common criteria to use in social study based on your knowledge in your textbook? I use CPF, right? Medisave. Yes, Jialing. No right or wrong answer. Come on. Give me a good birthday present. Come on. Wei Kun. Yang Xiang.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me.
So now similar to pen, must be now.
No, don't use pen. You must be used in your contextual knowledge in your textbook for social study. I use pen. It's a very common criteria. We can use it day to day. Then I use Medisave, correct now? Patient A and patient B, correct now? That's why Qiao say it's a SES, Social Economic Status. 没有错啊，对不对？现在我要你用一个 example.
Can be any example, right?
Let me see whether I approve or
not. What's the intended criteria?
Anything what you learn from the past social study from Set 3 and Set 4. What are the things you can think that you can use it for the common criteria to compare?
Driving force in globalization.
Oh, okay. So how?
There's a development in transport and also technology.
So you are using 2T. Transport, you are talking about air, land, and sea, okay? Air, land. Technology, we are talking about the hardware and the software, right? So what is the common criteria, the difference? The difference.
The common difference is like the way they drive globalization.
Hello. Who is the they? Who is the they? Please be specific, please.
The methods that developments in transport and developments in technology drive globalization.
So you are employing someone to do this job. What kind of degree will he have to get for transport and degree for IT?
I think development in IT will have like only a higher degree than development in transport. I think so, yeah.
Oh, because of programming and coding.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Okay, Bei Kun and Jialing, Xingchen, Chelsea, you understand? Okay, Xingchen, what do you think about the common criteria? Yang Xiang, come back to you about similarity for transport technology. Think about it. Okay, Xingchen. Yes, please answer. Xingchen, please answer.
I don't understand the question.
The question is that use your common knowledge, your general knowledge in social study to make two subjects or two objects to have the common criteria in differences. So Yang Xiang used transport and technology. So the common criteria is one need a higher degree, a degree as in 大学 or 文凭 for technology, whereas the transport one no need a basic degree will do no need to worry about this. So what you use? So they are using globalizations. Okay. Yes, driving force. Yes, Xingchen.
So I'm supposed to take two things and then
Correct. And find the difference and similarity. So for example, if I say, okay, very good example, we talk about transportation. The first thing come to my mind, Xingchen, Grab car, okay, Grab car and taxi, no taxi, really taxi. What is the difference? Can anyone tell me? What is the difference between Grab car and taxi? Xingchen. The common criteria.
Taxi can be street-hailed, but Grab cannot.
Taxi can be three-tier.
Street-hailed.
Oh, street hill. Okay, okay. Not true. Well done, Bacon. Well done. Actually, taxi now also can. In fact, it's the fare. It's the fare. Correct now. Grab car straight away. Let's say I want to go from Ang Mo Kio to Changi Airport. Grab car will tell me $30, right? Well, Xingchen, you're right. Xingchen, if I take taxi, I will hail the taxi on the road, right? Then you go by per meter, 对吗, Bacon? Right. So sometimes if it might be cheaper, that's a common criteria. Okay. So what do you think, Xingchen? Your common criteria? Two things. So I'm using Grab car and taxi. Chelsea, 你想到了吗？我们来用 SS 哦 ，OK， 你想到了吗？
Can I have some more time?
Okay, Xingchen, you want to talk first? Carry on.
No, can I have some more time to think?
Okay, you mute. Okay, Chelsea.
Importance of terrorism prevention.
Oh, bottoms. You mean what?
Like how
Do you say bottoms?
importance
Oh, importance of, okay, good. Okay, come tell me.
is to keep the public's mind at ease and prevent large casualties.
So which one? If you say prevent terrorism, okay, then you have to talk about internal, write down, Chelsea, internal and external. Okay, which one do you think has the most difference? Internal, we are talking about the citizen, correct now. External, you have to work with parties like the foreign affairs, with different governments. So the different criteria, common criteria is that both also want to tackle terrorism. But internals, prevention of terrorism is that they need the citizens to keep them to be aware, attention, and alerts. Whereas the external needs foreign interventions by the government, the others forces, for example, the FBI, the what international Interpol, police. If you look at the textbook, this is something like that. 明白啊，小星? Thank you. How about Bacon?
Like ways of preventing like kind of checkpoints.
Sorry, last part I didn't hear you.
Like the way like the border control.
Border control. So we are talking about illegal immigrants,
Yeah, illegal immigrants and illegal goods.
Okay. So which one? How do we do the two things to compare?
One of them is to prevent people who can hurt the citizens and the country. Another one is people who can like it's things that can hurt the country and people.
Okay, like scamming, like those love scams, or job scam, right?
Yeah, and also drugs.
Drug scam. Okay, true. By okay. So I will more or less. I thought you're talking about illegal goods and immigrants. Is talking about two types. One is by land transport, and one is by sea transport, and also third one can be by air transport， 对不对？ Land transport 就是你懂我们的邻国马来西亚，他们可以有时候偷渡进来，用那个 counterfeit counterbank 那个烟cigarette right to hide， correct 了Then of course sea 他们可以偷渡就是坐船对吗？还像印尼他们偷渡坐那船来对吗？ Illegal immigrants to come to Singapore 就是非法入境者对吗？So these are the two. So which one, okay, do you think is more serious? I will say that land is more serious because the chances of sometimes passing through will be easier. Well, see, there are some risk factors. So this is example, okay? Well done, Pei Kun. Jialing.
Can say security
No, you can say anything, but I at the end I have to weigh whether I approve.
or like internal and external, both trying to protect the country. But one
Can you take a word, take down, can you erase the word try? Both are doing their best. Don't use the word try in your exam.
both are doing the best to protect the country, but one is to protect from the other country. One is the one the incidents inside the own country.
Okay, so external will be like preventing of war with conflict
War and
with other
terrorism.
countries, also terrorism. Internal will be preventing a civil war, 对吗?
Yeah.
Or a religious war or racial war inside, especially country like Singapore, right? So yes, that is the common criteria. Is the difference is between this, but both of them share the same topic about security, but their criteria is different. 明白了哈? Okay, then the tone is the purpose is different 嘛，对吗？嘉玲 ，thank you for bringing up the purpose of external conflict. The purpose 就是说 okay, Singapore, of course, to be honest, Pei Kun, all of us know, Yang Xiang and Qiao Xing. If Singapore were to go war with Malaysia or Indonesia or any country, 1 month only, we will die. Seriously, no way we can fight one. True. Seriously. So that is the difference is the internal, Jialing, we can control, right? Correct. Because internal, that means we have the government, we have the police, we have the army, correct? Right? So if 如果 for example, 红帽桥还是 Jurong 还是 Tampines 乱we still can control it, right? Contain it, 对不对? Right? Whereas like overseas, imagine the countries there are 8 countries attack Singapore. Good luck. Confirm, correct? So that is the difference, the purpose and the tonality. Well done, Jialing. Yang Xiang, you say already, Yang Xiang. Thank you. Okay, back to you, Xingchen. So, well, those of you are watching the video for Ziying and Zhao Xuan, you know, just come up some of the common criteria that you think there's difference. Back to you, Xingchen. Come on, don't waste time. Because if you can think, you cannot think, just say pass. If not, I just sit there and wait. You're wasting everybody's time. It's not just Xingchen, anyone of you.
I can't think.
Okay, let's go. Thank you. So study source A and B, how similar are these two sources? Now, that is why, children, I'm giving the example of just now, remember the Grab car and the taxi and all these things. Now, look at this. Bus driver and cabbies. No, I ask you, this one very simple, Xingchen. Which one do you think will be out of job easier? Bus driver or cabbies? Based on the experience, which one will be more
Cabbies.
unemployment? Huh? Sorry? I can't hear you.
Nothing.
No, which one?
I didn't say.
No, which one? I'm asking you, which one? Bus driver or cabbies will be out of job easily.
Bus drivers.
Okay, why?
There's a limit to the number of bus drivers needed. So there's a higher chance of having competition.
Okay.
And now taxi fares are quite expensive, so it can be quite lucrative, I think.
Okay, no worry. Okay, Chelsea?
I disagree. I feel that cabbies are easier to lose their jobs because like self-driving cars like already exist, so doesn't really have a need for cabbies. However, something like a bus which is a bit bigger and you haven't seen like a self-driving bus yet.
Okay, wait. Do you dare to think? Do you dare to think? 你讲这么多，如果那个 bus 你上去没有看到 driver, welcome to bus 172. Nice to meet you, Chelsea. Then you say, huh? How the hell you know my name? Emotional damage. Oh, because I got your record, I can check your features. 哇，我带金哦，乔信，那个 bus 有一个 camera 可以 capture 你的脸的。By capturing your name, your 脸哦，你知道什么什么了？哇，biang eh, tell you scary 嘞，this kind of bus. But it's good technology. It's your generation maybe. Okay, carry on. I'm getting excited.
I'm done.
Pei Kun, bus driver or cabbies will be out of job with high unemployment.
I think cabbies.
Why?
Because like public transport is like the government won't allow like public transport to go out like because people need it. But cabbies like during high employment like they will try to reduce as much as possible.
你讲这么多不懂讲废话吗？如果给救了不要生气啊。如果被困，你早上起来你迟到了，你还坐 bus 啊？我慢慢的跑去排队 take bus uncle hi good morning 已经迟到还慢慢，你当然是坐 grab 对吗 ？uncle 快点哦，快点，我迟到了 late already 啊。OK thank you 啊，被困。杨相。Bus driver or cabbies will be out of job and with the highest unemployment. While you're waiting, our children, Qiao Xing, Pei Kun, and Jing Zhen, Jia Ling, Yang Xiang, please read the article. I don't put that for fun. I'm not going to read every single word. Please. The purpose is I put here, you need to read. Okay, Yang Xiang, by reading, you actually find out the answer from there already. Let's go.
I read.
No read. I'm asking you, bus driver 还是 cabbies 会早晚会 unemployment and out of job?
Yeah, I agree.
Which one?
Oh, which one is earlier?
Which one will be very seriously affected?
If I say probably
no need to read one.
Cabby first, cabby.
Why?
Okay, cabby. Okay, cause as like public transport is like getting as there's development in transportation, it becomes more reliable, and then people will depend on it, and also many people also will buy their own cars so not a lot of people will take cabs.
Thank you. Jia Ling leh?
Bus driver.
Why? So you same as Xing Zhen, Okay,
Yeah,
right.
because I think the technology is like improving. Then like self-driving car are like more common, and even though now it's like quite risky to take, I believe in the future they will improve on the technology, and so like don't need the bus driver to like increase the productivity.
Jia Ling, you mean you went to Luxembourg before?
Huh?
You can Google Luxembourg. It's a very small country. 贝公有听过吗 Luxembourg? Okay, Jia Ling 有听过吗 Luxembourg?
No.
Okay, 贝公你听过type the word Luxembourg, Luxembourg. Luxembourg is the smallest European country in Europe, but he's one of the richest country in whole of Europe. He's like Singapore, Jia Ling, Luxembourg. Luxembourg, if you look, you go and type in Google, please, Jia Ling, your answer is you are the future Prime Minister of Luxembourg. In fact, most of the bus there are really mostly driverless. Okay, it's just like the one we are taking LRT now, right? Correct. LRT got no driver. So Jia Ling, you're looking forwards, you're not looking backwards. So the common criteria comparing for bus driver and cabby, okay, is one thing. I agree with Qiao Xing and Pei Kun, and in fact, Yang Xiang, you're absolutely right. Because bus is public transport right now, and because it's a government subsidized, heavily subsidized, and because it's run by diesel. Okay, bus is run by diesel, and now with electric bus. If you see those SPS bus, they're all what we call the green bus, electrical bus. And because of that, they are charging by electricity. But unfortunately, if you're talking about self-driving cars or electric cars, it's still not very visible because we need a lot of charging point. And a lot of cabbies will be out of job, whether you're diesels or your petrol, because of the oil price is surging up. Number one. Number two is that cabbies itself, you're right. They have a certain age, and then because of their eye constraints, they have to change. Sometimes cabbie, you have to understand, they are mostly children. Cabbies are mostly self-employed. Okay? Do you know that? Mostly cabbies are all self, but only recently maybe they want to, the employer like ComfortDelGro or the SMRT or the Trans Islands, these are the three big corporates who support taxi driver. They will give some like MediSave or CPF. If not, they are the one who are very badly hit by this kind of economic crisis, pandemic, you name it. And now with the surge of oil price, if you look at TikTok and Facebook, people are complaining why the price is so high. Now, nevertheless, public transport is the main thing that will really continue to exist, whether how it runs by self-driven or a bus driver, because it will stay on because it's a public goods. And these public goods, they have to stay, just like LRT. You know, if you are staying in Choa Chu Kang area or in the east of Tampines side, there will be these LRTs that is driverless. I think if you go to Jewel, Terminal 1, 2, and 3, this LRT itself also the train, the trans train is also driverless, but it's all controlled. It still needs human touch to control. Okay, you still need a human to stay in the station to control the train. So there are still jobs. Whereas cabbie cannot. Cabbie is like you yourself, like a self-employed. Okay, so this is, okay, take note, because this came up before in the exam. This no doubt 10 years ago. Okay. Now, next, these are comparison statements. Why I use those examples is to say, source A and B are similar in content, as both agree that locomotive psychomotor skills are critical to cab driver. This can be supported by blah, blah, blah. Those who have been certified, you see, no matter how, a cab driver and a bus driver is a bit different. A cab driver is like a self-employed, is their own 头家头家. Whereas a bus driver is being run by a big organizations to protect their health, and the health-being and the well-being of the driver. Meaning they will stand for regular checkup, their eyesight check and their heart check. You know, don't drive halfway until got heart attack, then the whole bloody bus capsized, collided with some of the vehicles or upside down and injured or killed passengers. Then it's a big issue. So this is where using the real life. I use this for my students in my previous school, because the next slide tells you this. However, source A and source B differ in terms of content, as they offer different suggestions towards the cab drivers. You see, bus and taxi operators should explore other means, which is right, more attractive to younger and physically fit people. But source B suggests imposing a quota on the maximum number of hours cab drivers can work per day. This is seen from should be allowed the driver for 5-6 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, no ladies and gentlemen, 为什么一个 cab driver 要4到5个小时呢？ Whereas bus driver can even work for more than 16 hours of shift. So this bus, let's say bus number 71, okay, bus 71. Morning is 5 o'clock, it start to drive already. Drive until 1 o'clock. The driver A can go home already. Right? It's 8 hours, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1点8个小时了then go for break. Then 2点半他去 lunch 了 then 2点driver B can take the same bus with the same number plate from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. 可以对不对？ But 如果这个 cabbie 是 own 这个 cab 的话，就像 Grab driver 对吗？嘉玲Grab driver 杨香 you know 交信 Grab driver are usually their own car 嘛，对吗？他一定要my friend just call me 2 days ago when I was meeting Raymond 笑料 I got an accident that day. I said, what happened? Yeah lah, I should go for barbecue with you that day, but I didn't. I drive 为了赚钱他一天要驾12个小时。Tired 吗？ Of course in between got sleep lah, but the sleep is like you park one corner in the car park, then 10 minutes wake up then drive again. 哪里够睡觉对吗？Imagine the Grab driver tell you 贝坤弟弟我刚刚做12个小时还没有睡觉如果我打瞌睡你叫我起来，uncle 我要下车， 亨克，我要下车，我不要坐你的车了，对不对？So that is the reason why they always have the higher casualty rates of accident. A lot of accident. So I guess my friend, I did not have a full conversation with him. I guess my friend was very tired. And when he turned, he might be accidentally hit. Luckily, he's hit the car. Okay, Yang Xiang, do you agree now? 车坏不用紧哦，可以 repair 哦。人坏哦，住在医院哦更惨，对不对 ？Right， 车坏可以修理，你可以去找那个employer 说，taxi 啊 ，for example taxi 坏，那个 driver 可以去回去公司再驾另外一辆 taxi 对吗？对不对啊？So this is a thing, take notes. This is a real life. I'm giving a real life comparisons, okay? So, however, source A and B adopted a similar tone towards extending retirement age of cab drivers. Both also adopt a negative tone because they disapprove of the extension or they are not in favor or supportive. This can be seen by support, okay, A and B. Operators should not solve their labor crunch by extending. Therefore, I do not recommend. So, for example, children, I won't be surprised. Recently governments are cutting down a lot of foreign workers. And one of the things I'm telling you, you realize a lot of food and beverages, F&B, the restaurants are short of manpower. Those restaurants I patronize, they say, oh, they went back to Philippines already, they went back to Malaysia, they are not coming back. After 2 years of COVID, they found a better working place in their homelands or things like that. They're not coming back. 贝坤，你读到 degree 你要去做 F&B supervisor 吗 ？Welcome to McDonald. I'm the manager of McDonald. 你要吗？嘉玲你要吗？
If
杨笑
there's
你要
no
吗
other job, then like yeah.
？OK，乔欣、星辰、杨香加子英 and 赵璇、嘉玲贝坤。A plumber, let's say now we all the same. Listen, you don't need to tell me. Okay, A is the thumbs up, B is a clap, and then C is a crying face. No, thumbs up. The first one is you are a manager in a bank. Listen, a manager in a bank. You earn, okay, just let's say all of you got a normal degree, NUS degree, okay? 杨香听好啊，星辰 pay attention. Don't ask me another time what is the question. I will not repeat my question again. So pay attention to my question now. And I want your answer. Thumbs up if you agree. Clap if you agree, or crying face. Thumbs up is you are a manager in the bank that have $5,000. That is thumbs up. Clap is that you work in McDonald's. You are a manager, $5,000. Okay, listen. All right. Then $5,000. You are a truck driver who dispose waste management. You know waste management 就是倒垃圾的，你只是坐在那个车架而已，不用头脑吗？你架 OK。今天贝坤我要去赏巴湾，你去赏巴湾。赵璇我要去去九龙，我去九龙。星辰我要去这个 OK。乔欣你要做 manager in McDonald 啊？你也是啊，两个。星辰你也是要做 McDonald。McDonald 很可怜的嘞，乔欣。你要 fried French fry 做 burger， then 有时全部都是鸡蛋，全部要做 McDonald 啊。没有人要做那个5000块啊，你要做5000块 truck driver 啊。大学文凭啊，听好啊。杨向 which one？
McDonald。
为什么没有人要做那个 bank 啊？5000块嘞，坐在 aircon room 嘞，享受嘞。只是打电话 ，Hello Mr. Tan， 杨涛啊。
People will try to rob things.
People will try to rob you.
Because you work in a bank. If you work in like.
Hello sir, hello Singapore, you bloody hell. How many you think you are in New York Bank? In New York City? You're in Singapore. You say in New York, I will say, oh, okay, I'm scared. Your thing is, oh, shut, this is a mistake. I'll give your bloody money back to me now. Singapore, this is a takeout. Give me your money. Please give me your money. Please come on, give me your money. Please. Very nice. Hello, this is a takeout. Come, give me your money. 快点新加坡哪里有打抢的？乔欣 I can't believe you give me this answer 嘞。Oh, please. 新加坡会打抢。哎呦，除非你跟我讲你住在别的国家啦 ，maybe。Okay, that is really I cannot find. Yang Xiang also choose McDonald. Only one of you will choose the waste management driver. 为什么？为什么？贝坤。乔信，你带那个800 Super， 你带800 Super， you see what I mean? 800 Super started off with waste management, was a collecting rubbish, and then you know what happens, and now they are making millions of dollars. Okay, if you take 800 Supers, they are now working with Cambodia for $10 billion of waste management. Okay, cool, right? You see? 谁说倒垃圾不会赚钱？嘉玲看到了吗？ Go and type this word Luxembourg, that's the country, okay? Okay, the 800 Super is actually waste management in Singapore together with Alba and Sembawang Corp. These are the three biggest waste management, please take note, who throw all your day-to-day rubbish on the main rubbish chute. Some of them will have your individual rubbish chute at home, some of them will be centralized. So 800 Super start off with a very small family who collect waste or like Kalanguni Man, but they now slowly and surely definitely they are building up such a big company because my good friends are working inside there, okay? And he shared with me how it is. Oh, yeah, you're wrong, no. I'm telling you, you don't deal with annoying customer, but you deal with annoying staff. Because you are the truck driver, behind 2 person will be standing behind to throw the rubbish. So imagine 2 of the driver want to play pong with you. One of them got MC, one of them take urgent leave. You drive and you throw rubbish. Even though got the machine to hook up the rubbish, you still have to make the smelly. You have to smell the really bad smell from the rubbish chute. Are you willing to take it now? And by the way, the truck driver now is earning 3,000 to 4,000 a month. Sometimes better than Uncle Raymond pay. Seriously, because my tuition is very up and down, correct? Certain months you have more students, certain months you have less students. So I can have months that is only earning $1,000 plus. I'm serious. Okay, especially like before COVID, November where all the students don't want to have tuition already, right? Correct. I only got 1-2 students. Correct, Xiaoxing, right? 1-2 students. I only earn $500 there. Hey, hello, 大哥，500块怎么生活？ So no choice. I have to work in Starbucks, in others part-time job to subsidize my income. Yeah, I'm not like those tuition center 365 days, except the Chinese New Year don't open. Okay, so now you understand. 你要未雨绸缪啊，是真的 ，okay? Then we got this one here. From a letter, Straits Times, and from this one also Straits Times. The difference is one is from Parliament. Okay, and then you see, okay, we are talking about the comparison here. Just a quick one, please take a look first. They are talking about healthcare service. Okay, let's Jialin, can you read to the class, please?
Shouldn't healthcare services which are needed by everyone be available and affordable to all, and not just the majority? It might seem unbelievable that many Singaporeans, like my mother, have no CPF saving or of their own, and so cannot use any of the healthcare schemes like MediSave, MediFound, etc. Even for people with CPF saving, the money will quickly be used up due to high medical costs.
Where God, no, cannot be one. How can the mother got no CPF saving? Possible not, Jialin? If you that means you don't understand the CPF structure already. You don't understand the MediSave already. Bei Kun, how can the mother got no CPF? In what circumstances?
Of course, she's not Singaporean, the mother.
Okay, fair enough, very good. But you see, that many Singaporeans like my mother, so is Singaporean already. 哦，对吗？ So the mother is Singaporean. Hey, basketball, my mother is Singaporean. Why cannot and have CPF? 蛋糕，政府吃我的钱啊？为什么？星辰、杨香、星辰，为什么哈？为什么他妈妈是新加坡人，可是没有 CPF 呢？ In what kind of conditions and what kind of situation？ 你懂啊，贝坤？乔欣，你懂吗
don't have a job.
？Don't have a job。乔欣懂为什么吗
Run out of CPF funds.
？No。OK。贝坤 ？Yes， 星辰，星辰，星辰。Yes， 星辰。
Didn't contribute to CPF, so she doesn't have any savings.
Yeah, but why? Why? My question is why you don't have CPF and why you cannot contribute CPF or didn't contribute CPF? What reason? Yang Xiang, what is the reason?
Maybe she saw it as a
She's what? Sorry, Xing Chen.
maybe she saw contributing to CPF as restricting the number of ways her money could be used, so she decided not to.
Nothing to do with the waste company now. This one is a separate issue. No. Yang Xiang, what about you?
Wait, no CPF savings?
为什么
Cannot be what?
can be. That means
Oh.
you're not clear already. If all of you cannot answer this question, good luck to you, man. Hello, brother, Yang Xiang. You also got no CPF, true not?
Of course, I'm too young.
Answer the question already, no? Well done, thank you. That's one of the reason, no? You see, very fast, oh. Correct, that's the answer. What is the answer? Because I'm too young, I'm a student, so student no need to contribute CPF. But your father contribute for you. Yang Xiang, well done. You're talking to a financial advisor here. I'm an insurance agent. Come on. Anyone? Because the mother is a housewife. Therefore, he don't work. So if you are a housewife or unemployed or a student or too young, you cannot contribute CPF. You have no CPF. CPF are people who are working, are fully employed or partly employed or anyhow employed, but we've contributed CPF. When I say anyhow employed, 就是做杂工，像 Uncle Raymond 这样。我在 Starbucks 做一点杂工几个小时，还是做过洗漱，还是推老人家去 NKF 洗肾dialysis， 对不对？只要那个公司是 registered under Singapore government ERAS, the income tax, I will have to contribute CPF. But because this mummy is a housewife, therefore he has no CPF, provided the husband or the son help him to add in some CPF inside. Or maybe, Pei Kun, Yang Xiang and Qiao Xing, the government give some incentive to top up. Listen, right now, to top up CPF for this mummy. Then you got CPF. 可是他 top up 是才几百块嘞，对吗，贝坤？如果那个 operation 是10,000，那几百块哪里够？对不对 ？So the more you work, the better pay you have. So next time, 贝坤、嘉玲 and Yang Xiang, you can contribute some of your CPF top up to your parents. 未雨绸缪。Thank you. So C, Yang Xiang. A letter written on 23rd of June 2001 to the Straits Times by the Member of Parliament who was the Deputy Chairman of the government's Parliamentary Committees for Health. Back to you. I would
Agree that healthcare services should be available and affordable to all people. The needy and the elderly have always been my concern. In Parliament, I have frequently spoken for better medical care and affordability. Our healthcare system already offers affordable service to the majority of Singaporeans who have medical and MediShield. For those who do not have such insurance, we have MediFund to pay their bills. Thus, nobody is left unprotected.
So you're telling us the three cupboard. First cupboard is MediSave. Okay, that everyone will have this MediSave to protect. On top of MediSave, you have a MediShield, a shield that will work with the AIA, the NTUC Income, Great Eastern Life, Aviva, Manulife, you name it. These are all the insurance company to provide you for, in case this person go for hospital, need some extra cash to stay in the hospital for operation of blah, blah, blah. Therefore, it helps to defray some of the costs. Okay, that is the reason why. But what happens if this person not enough at MediSave, no MediFund, no MediShield? The last part, the MediFund, is where your parents contribute the taxes money. Some of the money will put this fund for those who need hospital bill to pay hospital bills or hospital operations, to need this money. Then they will tap this fund from the government. When their MediSave and MediShield no more or zero, or they don't have this. So these are the people, like for example, the 红头巾. You know it's 红头巾, right? The 3岁 women or the 妈姐, you know, 那种真的哇很老的那些 auntie uncle, before CPF can start, but then they use this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, what we have here is one is published in the letter, so definitely it's going to be mocking. The other one is by the parliamentary of governments, therefore he's definitely supporting. But the common criteria, both of them are talking about the affordability of the MediSave using CPF. Both of them, the common criteria difference in terms that one say, yes, I know I have MediSave, MediShield, but it will run out. You think what? That MediSave get a lot of money, man? Because it all depends on social economic status, how much you earn, how much you work, then you pay. This one say, no lah, don't worry, we have enough, we help. Even if you got no MediSave, MediShield, never mind, the government, the Akong will still got MediFund to help you to defray and subsidize and reduce your medical expenses. Don't worry, we are there. Hello, excuse me, Jia Ling, Yang Xiang, Xin Chen, Qiao Xing, Zhao Xuan, Zi Ying, and Bei Kun. Not many people, Akong, Ama, know how to read English words or literate or educated. They can't find all these sources. True now. So that is why you guys will have to do volunteer sometime in your poly, in your JC, or in your university, will go to door, knock on their door to tell them, okay, auntie, uncle, I'm here to tell you, I want to do a survey. I want to help you to understand more so that I can help you to ask government for funding to help you for your medical costs. Example, to buy your medicines, to bring you on the wheelchair, to take a transport from a van to bring you to go for kidney dialysis and come back home. You no need to pay a single cent. 嘉玲，老师有跟你这样讲吗？没有 right？ 贝坤有吗？乔欣有吗？ This is important. Now you know. So when you do, you will understand the whole structures. Why our Singapore governments are providing all these things. 明白吗？ Right? You see a lot of Singaporean topic. No need foreigner to come in. No need foreigner to come in. Singapore can do your bloody head. Seriously, do your bloody head. They are all xenophobia. You see, if the government don't bring foreign talents like your parents, like yourself, like those people who can bring money and bring expertise and bring job opportunity. 我跟你讲了，新加坡那个红点变成没有一点，变成liquid paper. So sometimes really some Singaporeans say, this. Hey, shut up lah. You know, all these foreigners bring millions of dollars to help to build this country and infrastructures. Okay, I have agree. Bei Kun, you agree. Not all foreigners are good. Same thing as well, not all Singaporeans are good. 对不对? Agree 了，嘉玲，对不对? Right. So now the purpose of social study is to give people for your generations to further understand what the government doing is correct. So it says Source B and C differ in what they say about the coverage of various schemes. Then SB say that not everyone is covered, but SC say everyone is protected. So 很明显的 if you have your contextual knowledge, you know that the government has enough MediFund to help to cover it. So when some clown tell you, 乔信，我跟你讲，乔信，新加坡政府很烂的，没有用的啦。你看我们这些老人家病到要命啊，都没有帮我们。乔信 what is the first thing you tell them? 呀，是咯，新加坡government很烂，对对。Uncle Auntie，我们去 Australia 走，we all migrate。你去 Australia， they will cover for you everything 咯。But you know how much you pay your tax 啊 ？40% 啊。你赚1000块，你换400块了。 那你要养那些毛衣的人吗？整天做事，好吃懒做，守株待兔，要吗？你去英格兰啊，那你去养那些狐狸根哦，整天喝酒闹事的 ，point middle finger, scold all these things, government here, then 去了去那些黑人no racist no racist 黑人还是白人还是华人还是 Hispanic 你要吗？你杨像你赚来辛辛苦苦的钱就养这些废物那我给 everyday come and collect money one. You know right? You should know right? You can ask your parents. This no racist, okay? So Jiaxing, what is the first thing you tell the old auntie uncle?
Should have saved.
Hello, brother. 他已经没有钱了还 save？ 你要气死他们早一点是吗？你真是的。auntie uncle 不要紧张 ，OK？ 你拿 IC， 拿 IC 干嘛？我们去警察局我没有犯错，你带我去警察局做什么？不用紧。So Jiaxing, any one of you, we are not sure, you can bring them to a police station. Right now, okay, policeman, this auntie got this problem, this. Who do I need can help? The policeman will think the keyboard warrior, not keyboard warrior, right? The send the thing, okay, you ask, someone will knock on the door in 2 days' time. For what? To confiscate my house? That's the where? No, they will come in and volunteer, Pei Kun and Jia Lin. Auntie, I heard that you got some problem with your financial and your hospital bill. Never mind. I checked your record already. Yeah, true enough. 事有可其年，真的是你需要这个储备金跟这些钱来过一段日子。咱们来就是要帮你怎么克服这种重重的困难，让了解一下当你的病情如何，你需要我们带你去医院吗？这些种种。Wow, I understand. Right, but not everything bring to police station then the policeman very busy, right? But if you know which organization need help, then go and contact them and bring them. This is where you comes in, okay? I hope you understand from there. The next thing is that both are similar in content as both agree that healthcare should be made affordable. Now you understand the whole story Xing Chen and Yang Xiang. The whole story we are talking about here is that all about affordability. So children, when you come across Medisave, Medishield, Medifunds, or any hospitalizations, hospital and room and board surgery, okay, HSB, hospital room and board, HRB, sorry, hospital room and board surgery. That means daytime surgery, then afternoon you can go home already. Some of them is 1 day stay in hospital, the next day can go home, or some even have to stay 1 week, 1 month, or even half a year. So whatever it is we are talking about, can you afford? Some 1 day have to LASIK the eye cost $5,000. 1 day only. You know the 老人膜眼膜 like they cannot see, old people cannot see. Okay. So next thing here we talk about. Okay, am I finished? Okay, yeah. So next thing we talk about source B and C different in their tone. Obviously, one of them is very negative, the other one is very positive. That's all, right? So in case in your exam, just write like this. Okay, or one of them is mocking, one of them is very encouraging. However, source B and C different in their purpose. You see, source B wants to bring to public attention. Hello, you see, my mom is a very good example. Please, hey, your mom don't be like mom like that. No, then jialat there. Cannot afford sell liao, then how? It's going to be a very heavy, exorbitant medical bills. I don't think you want to be in my shoe lah. Better do something, okay? So may improve and healthcare become affordable. So this is like a wake-up call, a warning sign. On the other hand, SE was a response to SB to reassure. So it reassure the public that everyone is well taken care of through various schemes. That's why I say, first, if these old people are Jiaxing come to you, either you can bring them to the police station, but not everything police station, unless you really don't know what to do. Another way is to bring them to maybe certain organization that you know. The best are Jiaxing and all of you. Do you know what is RC and CC now? 联络所。有听过联络所吗？摇头点头啦，please啊。子英有没有听过联络所？赵璇有没有听过联络所？嘉玲他们没有点头嘞，过分了！你看，你们点头，点头嘞，赵璇、子英，你 at least 星辰都有点头。杨湘，你看，真是的。连杨湘uncle，你是不是很 stress 啊？他们在看 video， 他们怎么点头？你头脑进水啊 ？OK， 听好啊。说听过联络所哦，请你们带他们去联络所。OK。 Right. 被困 and 嘉玲，你们的联络所，你 know is community center 哦。我不要吓死我，不要跟我叫学校哦。你们的 community center 啊，侨新、新城、and 阳湘 ，is it very near to your house? I don't care whether you stay in landed property, in condominium or in HDB 啊。Definitely will have a community center， 对吗？哦 ，have you visit them no? Oh please that one is a place you need to visit now because sometimes you have to take your token ring, right? Correct? Trace together and then go for vaccination, take some GST voucher or some pandemic coupons, correct? A mask, yes. Go to Nanos or take a mask, 对不对？ Go into the counter then and counter there and tell the people association, the staff there say, Mister, this uncle, I was walking to school. I met this uncle saying that he was very poor thing. He was staying nearby our block. I can assure you, cross-referencing already inference. I can assure you that this uncle really stayed opposite my house a few blocks away. And I'm bringing him here to ask for financial assistance and hospital assistance. Get it? Oh? 被困，老师没有跟你讲 CC 啊？有没有跟你讲 CC 可以做这样的东西？有吗？有哦，哦 ，That's good。阳湘有吗？
Yeah, I think can yeah.
有哦，因为你懂CC 也有学 taekwondo， 也有 shooting 的哈，也有那些课外活动，还有 line dance。I hate line dance. I'm thinking, can I create a break dance instead of line dance? Okay, so next one, you must include a basis of comparison for every comparison. The source without it, your comparison is invalid. So you must include, just like the pen. What is the purpose of the pen, the red pen, the blue pen? Not all sources include tone. So you need. Okay, let's talk about this one. You must include the basic comparison. Let me drink some water. Why is it important? Look at number 2. Look at number 2. Very serious. Chelsea and all of you look at number 2. It's very hard, Jialing and Xingchen and Beikun and Zhao Xuan and Ziying. It's very hard to say, Uncle, how the hell I know whether should I write tone on purpose? Correct or not, Jialing? I can't tell what. I can be whole year giving you this and suddenly your exam don't need to do purpose and tone. Correct or not? In your exam, then you write how? You have to play by ears. The one very common things that all of you agree. If you want to play safe, and you based on instinct, Jialing, you based on instinct, 我觉得这个有一点，它的 tone 有一点 sarcastic， 跟一个 very calm one and very good one. Then I find that there is a tone to describe. Then 我觉得这两个它的 purpose 可能真的有情有独钟的，有一个原因的。I find that this purpose of these two might be a bit different from what I see. Therefore, I think there is a purpose inside. It's really based on instinct, your judgment. So if you ask me, in fact, every source, every question can do purpose and tone. It's whether Jialing and Yang Xiang, whether you have the time to do it or not. Whether you have the time to write that 3 sentences that 1 mark, where you can spend that 1 minute to write something in other classes, in other questions you have not completed. So it's all about time management. It's okay. So I cannot force you, okay? But to me, take note, Uncle Raymond said will be every source is possible. Okay, this one is okay, no more. Okay, I just finished this whole entire slide for comparison. Wow, it's a big one. Next, we are talking about this one here. Right, so we did this. Did we read last week? 有吗？没有啊，不用紧。星辰 ，Mr. Shanmugam.
Mr. Shanmugam, during a forum with NTU students, made the following comment. Whenever the budget comes around, MPs, whether from the People's Action Party or the opposition, will stand up and talk about how should be spending more because that is popular. But always ask yourself, every time a proposal is put forward, where is the money going to come from? Who is
Yeah, I want to build a sauna downstairs in my house. I want to build a 2-story of this McDonald's things. I don't know. I want to build another school. I want to build a university beside my house because my son don't want to travel all the way to NTU and NUS because I stay in the south, I stay in the north, I stay in the east. So I want to have a university in the east. All these are budget and money, 对不对? So look at this question here. We can do step by step. Okay, question 1 is extract 1 state that, please pay attention. This is SRQ. We're talking about DEERL. Describe, explains, example, expressions, result, and link back to the questions. And of course, we are using this taxi, the timeline, the audience explain the issue. Issue is number 1. Extract 1, state that deciding what is good for the society is a challenge. What is good? In your opinion, why is making decision a challenge for a country like Singapore? A challenge. Explain your answer. 2 reasons. Okay, look at my reason. Extract 1. In your opinion, why is making? So my 2 reasons. The first is the right of citizens. What is the right of citizen? Is it the right of citizen make the decision that makes Singapore a challenge? That means certain citizens, are we taking care of the minority citizens or are we taking care of the majority citizen? Now, for example, if I want to build a mosque, okay, in Chinatown, a Chinese temple in Geylang, do you think it's possible? You know what is the difference, Jia Ling? Definitely, yeah. Will there be any objection to that? Then the race issue. Then the identity of the status and national. So I got 4 reasons. So what is the reason? So give 2 reasons why is there a challenge. So Jia Ling, Beikun, Xinchen, Yangxiang, and Qiaoxing. You know where is Bukit Timah? All the NJC, what JC, all there one, correct? Very expensive one. And then the Zabo there also very pretty one. Auntie also very, all the Tai also very rich one. Okay.
So I'm gonna DSA NJ.
NJ,
Ah.
Oh, hey, nice pretty girl there. Okay. NJ, yeah, okay. NJ is actually from Lee Hsien Loong school. Lee Hsien Loong was from NJ, okay. Oh, you go DSA for NJ is because shooting.
I DSA NJTJ for shooting and leadership. Then I try Hwa Chong for leadership also.
I don't know what Hwa Chong all boys.
No, Hwa Chong the JC one is the co-ed. So yeah.
Oh yeah, JC is correct. NJ better. Okay. So okay, guys. So next time, all of you Xinchen and Qiaoxing, 你住在那边，全部那边都是 landed property landed property right? Landed property 的全部很贵的OK。但忽然间那个政府说要 declare 你旁边建一个那个 colubrium， 就是放死人的。也是被困的噻。我的妈！嘉玲，你要吗？杨相 ，imagine you study there NJ, then you buy a house there, then suddenly NJ opposite got this 放死人的鸡蛋糕，美女逃掉了，你要吗？OK， 星辰你要吗？你会要吗 ？He's going to ask me a question. What is the question? The question is： 如果你家住Bukit Timah，你旁边有一个放死人的坟碑，你要吗？乔欣？哎，这个是政府的地嘞，对吗 ？It's not up to you to say yes or no True not? It's a decision made 吗 ？OK 不要OK A B。现在OK， 他换了，他说建一个庙，建马来庙听一天有5次这样。对不对？还是 better。南无阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，还是 better self Christian， Don't we the Christian 来，你们要吗？嘉玲，不要，你很法西嘞，什么都不要。乔欣，你要吗？
Anything is fine.
Oh, seriously? Even the temple? Oh, okay. 被困呢 ？Okay 啊，杨香
Sorry, I'm okay with it, yeah.
啊，temple 啊，新城 you also okay?
I mean, yeah, I think can.
If your house built beside your house, there's a temple, okay huh? You okay ah?
Last time the condo I live in got one temple beside one, I think, yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
I'm very superstitious though. If my house stay near a Chinese temple 哈，就是那边旁边有孤魂野鬼、阴魂不散，在 ask for 新年跟投胎。There's a belief 啊，所以我不要。如果那种有阴阳眼啊，Daddy 为什么后面有3个人跟着我？有吗？可是他们的头跟他身体不在一起。孩子，我们还是快点走吧。不用怕。可是他们走比我快，在哪里？在我们面前整我了。完蛋，嘉玲，小声怕怕。Okay, now I change your house beside built a university from Harvard. Now Harvard want to branch out.
Yes.
Wow, more 球部。more pretty girl, yeah. Hey, Yang Xiang invite Uncle Raymond to your house for party sometime. Okay. Okay. Harvard you want. Now you understand what I mean, Jialing? It's very hard to make a decision like that. Or if let's say you build a shopping mall, do you think it's good? Or is it built maybe an old folks home? Or is it built another primary school? You get what I mean? No? So these are the decisions we have to make that is very hard to please everybody. In fact, what is your reason? Can I have 2 reasons now? Don't choose mine. You all can choose your own reason. Look at your textbook if you have. All the reasons are all in your textbook. So Pei Kun, you see your names are all there already. So I need your answer to send it to me. Then I can type it inside. Okay? Don't mind, huh? So this is to force you to write because you are not giving me the answer. So I have to do it. And now everyone is talking about this. You know NFT, huh? Got this guy making $1 million. And one of my ex-students just came to me. His friend is making cryptocurrency and Bitcoin for $1 million. Earn $1 million. Yes. I kid you not, pay good. I'm very frank with you. This is your generation. The world is an oyster. Very big opportunity. Either you study them freaking smart or you are the very lucky guy. No need to study smart. Your choice. But 不要做坏事. Okay, please give me your 2 reasons now. Because I got next question to go. So while you're giving the 2 reasons, let me share some of the things why this is important. Okay, because I just did some research just now while coming into the class. So let me see. Oh, wait, just continue from here first. Look at this one. This is the one you look at that 108 pages. Chelsea and all of you, please take a look at the screen here. Remember just on the extract 1, we are talking about the budget side. You look at this. Okay, I download this already. If you want, you can read it for your bedtime story. Remember just now, Zhao Xuan, Yang Xiang, you talk about transport and technology, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, you choose this, you see. Building a smart nation, all these actually is in your social study. So not only yourself, for some of you in JC will be doing general paper, okay, right? Yang Xiang, you know, right? Doing a general paper. So all these things is every going to be repeat again. Your AMAX and your whatever science is fixed one. Okay, AMAX don't tell me dy dx next 2 years will change to df dg. No, right? What? Correct. dy dx 就是 dy dx 嘛，那有 df dg 的，对不对？ Well, 这个不一样啊，这个你真的是要 need a lot of read up and see elder shield, housing grant. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, right? You know, some HDB, they are reserved for certain minority race. Like this HDB reserved for Malay, for Indian, for other race. You cannot have the entire HDB all Chinese. No. You know, in US, they got this trick, all are blacks, all are whites, all are Chinese or Asians. They do that. And if you study the history of Singapore, when Sir Stamford Raffles came, they do that in such a way. They give the best space for the Amor, the whites, whereas the other races will be all behind in the deep forest of deeper parts of Singapore, the central of Singapore. Then you see the conservative charges, 你的水电费，还有 worker， 你们家里有 helper 吗？有 helper 你就知道你妈咪这个 daddy 就是这些对吗？而且你 helper 如果每个 Sunday 他们要 off right， 如果他们没有 off 要什么 ？See all these are inside social study. Then you see together a better future. I just want to show you 108 pages. You guys is only just 150 words. You see. If you are doing Yang Xiang, are you doing econs for JC?
I plan to. Yeah.
Then good luck to you, lor. You have to read all this.
Then never mind. I think I take job. Yeah.
You have to read this. It's very dry. You have to do micro and macro. It's very dry, but to be honest, it's very popular when you come out to work. Trust me. Because every country has to do economy 嘛，对不对，杨相？跑不掉的。Okay, that's why I did my econs. My econ sucks. Because you know what feels me? Statistic. I'm not good in numbers. So I even mentioned, you see, China also. China has set up a regional infrastructure bank and laid out bold plans under the Belt and Roads Initiative. So 一路一带是吗？ What is that name? 什么一路一带 ？What 带啊？
一带一路。
一带一路 correct. Now you see, it's mentioned here. And then it might affect Singapore economies here. 一带一路 thank you. Emergency of technologies, all these things here. If you want to, yes. I already save it, okay? And then there's another one, okay. Look, there's another one here. This is also under the just now the issue of Pei Kun and Jia Ling, you see. This one 65 pages. You see, education reform, debates on inequality. Remember the challenges what the country face. Let's talk about page 9. Then the 4G generation willing to both changes. You see, look at here. Look here, debate inequality. Social divisions in Singapore based on class. Remember social economic status. You see? You see the thing I highlighted, children? Pei Kun and Jia Ling, do you see the one I highlighted? Instead of race and religions, correct? And then it's talk about the education background and housing. You see? I bet your teacher show you all this. I bet your teacher will show you all this. Not all teachers. Okay, this is the one. What you are learning now is only the tips of the iceberg. These are the things that you really bring it up. Okay, so I just want to share with you. And I think if you want, I tell you what. Regardless of you want the one, I just send it to you. At the end of the day, I leave it to you. If you want to read, read. If you don't want to read, I don't force you. Okay, fair? I will send to you in your WhatsApp group later after the lesson of today. Now let's get back to our questions before we end the lesson. Oh, I want to share with you this one before I forget. This one, look. I must very proud to share with you. Okay, look here. You want to see, you want to share this, you see, look here. Okay, Pei Kun, Jia Ling, Zhao Xuan, and Ziying. This is one of my students. Okay, you can see it's from today, 342, 249. Today, you say happy birthday, Mr. Shong. God bless you always. Then I say, okay, million thanks. God bless you and always. Okay, that's all. I thought normal. All right. Then later you see what she say. Welcome, Mr. Shong. will never forget your SS lessons and life teaching. Then I say, you can call me Uncle Raymond Shong. Great to hear that. Most importantly, love your parents, blah, blah, blah. Then, what else did he say? I asked him, you graduated in which year, sir? Yang Xiang. Exactly 10 years now. Is it true? 10 years, Pei Kun. Jialing, 10 years, right? Exactly 10 years. This boy is in my NA class, Yang Xiang. One of my classmates inside here, he did this to himself. He committed suicide during NS time. It was in the news. He committed suicide, 2010. The rest I don't want to put that. Now he's a customer success manager in one of the IT firm. I want to share you this to cross-referencing the reliability that you see, Yang Xiang, Pei Kun, Jialing. Okay, I don't call Qiao Xing, Xing Chen, or rest, but all of you, you realize, Jialing, you may not appreciate social study now, but a few years later, you will understand what you have learned will definitely have an impact in your life. It's not your AMATs. I'm not saying your AMATs or science not important, Pei Kun. No, I didn't say that. I'm not saying that your shooting or your DSA is not important in your NJC or Yang Xiang. Is this topic here, is this subject here will be very strongly impact to your personal life, to your future generations' life, and to your old folks, which is your parents' life in the future. 2012, no, this is a live example today. I'm showing this is only one of the example. One of the example. So please, for goodness sake, okay, pay attention to social study because it will definitely impact your life. I don't show this very often. It just happened today. He sent this video and asked it. Okay. Now let's go to next one. What is the answer? And then go back to this one. Look at these two pictures. One is this one. I think we done it. And then one is this one here, extract 3, about the yellow ribbons. So the next question asked for this extract 2 and 3 is that on the roles of government and citizen, which one do you think is good? Should it be the government or should it be the citizen? Do you think the government has a more significant role to play or the citizen role to play? So Uncle Raymond came out with an answer. Okay. Government has a more significant role to play as they are the leaders and able to do the LARA. Remember the LARA? Leadership is important. No, leadership is key. A stands for anticipate, change, and stay relevant. Meritocracy. And then a state for all and reward for every, a state for all and opportunity for everyone. This is meritocracy. Then citizen has a more significant role to play because they cast the vote. They select the government and they are the right to pay taxes. So my choice is the government is more important because since you choose me as a leader, it is my role, duty, responsibility, and task to fulfill and obligations to get my citizens, all my fellow citizens to come on board to have a very healthy relationship, a harmonious religions, and a happy environment to live in. Okay. So which one do you choose? Pei Kun, this one very straightforward. So the answer, paragraph 1 and 2 is state ready. You have to explain what is government, what is citizen. But at the third paragraph, which one will you choose? Government or citizen? Pei Kun?
Government.
Thank you. I will not come out new SRQ and SBQ unless a few of the students submit this homework. If not, next week, I will come back to this question again and I will haunt you and ask you what is the answer, okay? So you need to give me your answer, right? Zhao Xuan, oh, not here, sorry. Qiao Xing?
Citizens.
Citizen, thank you. Then, of course, you have to explain why. Xing Chen. Xing Chen. Government or citizen for this one? Yang Xiang?
Citizen.
In which school are you from now? Sorry, I always forgot.
Me, Temasek Sec.
Oh, okay. Ziying, Ziying not in. Jialing.
Government.
Okay, government. Xingchen.
Citizen.
Thank you. So your job now is to provide me the answer why you choose citizen. Of course, paragraph 1 and 2, you go to the textbook and look through the answer and put it there. Okay, I cannot spoon feed you. I want to see how you write. So I seriously hope, I know next week you all got a few exams coming out, fair enough, fair enough. But please spend quality time because it's Sunday. By then, mostly all of your exam over. This SS is only over by 6 months, 7 months time in October. All right. So back to this one, 2 reasons. What are the 2 reasons that you think Singapore challenge? No, 没有错的对 answer.
Like the needs and want of citizens.
No, the challenge that face the country, the 2 reasons, what are the decision making?
Like for example, like the environment. And also like race and religion.
So you have to do this, I have to do research on these 2 reasons why bad environments is a challenge for a country like Singapore. What do you mean by, can you give me a definition? What do you mean by bad environment? How bad it is? 对不对? Right. So imagine 你的 girlfriend 跟你说，贝坤，我头很痛 I got bad headache. How bad? From 1 to 10. 1. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Correct 啊？为什么讨厌？因为你没有来看我，所以我有黑day。OK， 哇，不错不错。OK， 赵璇 don't have， 乔欣。
Making different. Because Singapore has a high population density, then need to like achieve like meet the needs and priorities of the citizens is harder.
Can I say meet needs and wants?
Priorities, yeah lah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Another
And then another one?
lack of natural resources.
Very good. Lack of natural resources, in what sense?
Like we don't have a source of natural of resources. So most of the things we need to get, like we need the stuff to build up infrastructure, is bought from outside. Then sometimes the cost of the materials might be too high to make the decision viable.
哎呦，这个讲得很对嘞，你不觉得新加坡很多 forest 全部都砍掉了？他们来说什么？建 HDB 对吗？
Forest, minerals.
No, cut away the forest and build what? HDB, right? Oh. True now. Okay, Jiao Xing, I don't know, maybe I don't know your dad is beside you or not. If you grow older, if you have a chance, Qiao Xing, Fei Kun, Yang Xiang, Xingchen, Jialing, Zhao Xuan or Ziying, if you have a chance, 你会跟你的老婆还是你的老公买自己的屋子吗？一定会的嘛，对不对？对吗，Jiao Xing？为什么？因为是一个 investment 呢，对不对？乔欣，你没有兄弟姐妹？没有，有吗？有。So you see, then 你看 ，Can you imagine you and your wife stay in your house, your daddy, mommy house, then your brother also stays. Nothing wrong 很多人来。可是有没有 privacy？ 你知道，我知道啊。那忽然间，乔欣有2个孩子，他弟弟又有2个孩子，哇，很大。Nothing wrong There are some people like to stay together, but because Singapore is scarcity, the houses is considered like an investment. Xiao Xing, you're right. So you buy houses for what purpose? For own investment, for your future generation. And you know, like in Singapore, mostly the houses are 99 years. You know 99 years, right? It's not freehold 嘞。等一下，中国有没有 freehold 啊？也是没有，对吗？中国没有。我知道上海跟北京应该是没有。如果你是说乡下的地方，就可能。Go and check some people will buy 田地but because sorry I'm not sure. I'm very skeptical, especially when you are talking about in communist country, right? Sometimes they can change the law and things like that. I don't know. Whereas in US also no different. You look at US also democratic country, but look at the houses. And now they also all the layman's brothers and property. But definitely it's good to build out the assets because Singapore land scarcity is so much important to everyone. We need a shelter over our heads. And that is why Mr. Lee Kuan Yew talked about it. Thank you, Chiao Sing. It's very true. Next, Sing Tan, what are the 2 points you think that is a challenge for Singapore? Jialing, you can tell me also now. Yang Xiang, you also can tell me how. You can type, because we are coming to the time shortage already. Yes, Sing Tan.
Lack of resources.
You also put a lack of resources. And
identity of status and nationality.
today I cannot type. Too tired with you. Thank you, Yang Xiang.
Yeah, lack of like raw materials.
Technology, is it?
Raw materials, yeah.
And
People due to low birth rate. So manpower.
Jialing.
I think Singapore like very reliant on other country because of its lack of resources. So like the decision must be very carefully made because there will be serious consequences.
Wait. Excuse me, wait. So what are the 2 key reasons? What is the first reason?
Lack of resources.
And
wait, is it must choose from the reason 1 to 4?
No. This one
Oh.
reason 1 to 4是我自己的。Then 你看到其他来贝坤跟乔欣他们选还有星辰是你自己的，所以你看啊，嘉玲 ，you see now we got so many reason up to here, except these 2 haven't choose So by the time when the exam come out, we got so many reason to support already. But wait not some of the reason may not be valid may not be strong enough. But I think this is the best I will highlight this This one is the main reason. Okay. So what is the next reason, sir?
Maybe.
No maybe no maybe one exam, please don't tell me maybe I believe, not maybe.
The religion. Because if the decision made by the government is like sensitive, then
true.
it might cause riots and.
Sorry before we end this lesson, imagine Bei Kun, Yang Xiang, Xing Chen, and Chiao Sing. Imagine the new government will decide. Okay, now you know Chinese New Year got 2 days, right? Hari Raya also got 2 days, one Hari Raya, one Haji, right? And then Christian also got 2 days, right? Christmas and Good Friday, right? But the India only got 1 day Deepavali. The Thaipusam don't have. So now better still, the new government say that okay, Bei Kun, Chinese New Year will have 10 days of holidays. Malay 3 days. 不要说没有啦，不要讲没有，给你多一点3天。Christian 5 days. Indian poor thing all along for the 10, 20, 30 years 50 years, you only got 1 day. Now I give you 8 days. 谁最不满意的？我不用讲了我不用讲了，对吗，杨xiang？ I know you say already, right? The one who have 3 days, I tell you, will have jihad war. You know it's jihad? No? You know it's jihad? Xing Chan. What is jihad war? There? Hello, write down. Xiaoxing, you know what is jihad war? Write down. Jialing, you know no? Type, highlight. It's called the holy war by the Muslim. That's why you talk about religion, ma, Jialing. There? 我跟你没完没了，我可以 I will declare a holy war with you. Remember the Crusade War? The Christian and the Muslim, remember? So like planning of the religious holidays, gathered holidays is very sensitive. So 贝坤 you might be thinking, 你关我屁事，我也不是 MP 啊。哦，你给我10天我就10天咯，你给我5天我就5天吗？我爱人人爱我的，没有问题的。不要忘记啊，贝坤，如果有4个worker以后你做工啊，一个印度人、马来人、华人，还有一个不是人，不是，一个是外星人，不是，一个是外国人。4个人来做，老板那个外国人是老板，我要回家看我妈妈。那个马来人也是要看妈妈，印度人、华人都要看妈妈，没有错啊。Mother's Day， 你要给谁批准那个 leave 呢？You see, there will be race or religions, or is it the colors, right? Then you have to soul searching to do the comparison reliability skills. That is called the plannings. That will be your challenge, right, Beikun? Correct? Imagine the 4 person, Jialing, come to you, Yang Xiang, 4 different race come to you to apply for leave. So imagine this is Chinese New Year. Of course, you will approve the Chinese New Year, the Chinese guy, right? Correct? If the Lao Wai, that means you will approve him for Christmas, ma? Correct? Mostly are Christian, now you understand? There's no such thing of all these things here, okay? No, I mean, there's no such thing of all these things that is not workable. It is where, that's why the keyword, look here. It's called a challenge, not a problem. That's the difference. It's a challenge. Don't always use it, oh, I got a problem I cannot solve. You must use the word, I have a challenge. To overcome the challenge, there's a series of problems. The series of problems, it takes time to solve the problem. So this is called a challenge, which is more positive than to say, every challenge has a problem. Every problem has a solution. Every solution takes time to solve the problems, to overcome many challenges. That is why, not just Singapore, China is one of them now. You know what challenge they are having? Nothing to do with COVID, nothing to do with pandemic, nothing to do with the war with US.
Is it aging population?
Yes, you are absolutely right. How? 现在你不是习近平，你是杨香。
They control they control them like recent. I mean, before they abolished it, like they control the number of kids they can have. So now,
如果我是华人，我是那种传统那种要传宗耀祖的那种接班人重男轻女的还是什么 right? I mean, we are still Chinese, right? Nothing wrong. But even whether you're Chinese or what, this is not just a problem in China, no, Yang Xiang and Xing Chen, Jialing and Bei Kun and Qiao Xing, also in Japan, in Korea, in Singapore, in Europe country also the same. 你给我几万块，我就是不要生呢。我不要这样了。你是爸爸哦，我给你1年不用做工，我给你钱，我就不要嘞。我就是不要，我不要生。那怎么办 ？Who is going to take 的接班人，对不对 ？Yesterday I attend a Mother's Day event with my MP I told my MP 现在很少人要 join RC volunteer， 都是老人家在 join， 年轻人都不要 join volunteer 在 RC， 怎么办？没有接班人，这是很重要的，对吗 ？Join RC member is good because you help you to interact and there's a testimonial profile. You will walk near and get close to the MP to learn for their leadership skill. Sorry, Qiao Xing, you're Harvard. Jialing also Harvard. Bei Kun also Harvard. Yang Xiang also Harvard. Xing Chen also Harvard. Ziying also Harvard. Zhao Xuan also Harvard. 你跟我讲，我请谁？对吗？Bei Kun， 全部都是 first class， 你请谁？你跟我讲。So maybe Qiao Xing 说， Oh, I got 5 years working with RC. Then Bei Kun, I got 3 years working in National Cancer Society. Yang Xiang, I work with the animals for shelter. Then Jialing said, I work with this volunteer in the old folks home. Xing Chen, I work in in this organization about eco-friendly. Then Zi Ying is young. Now you understand? It's not about the education. Now you understand why we do SRQ. Yeah, we know every country have a challenge, but what kind of challenge? How deep the challenge? How are we going to survey out with this challenge? We can eliminate, extinguish, and to kind of alleviate the kind of problems as less as much possible, so that everyone can live in a more peaceful life. That's what social study about. We cannot get rid of all the problems. Agree, like Yang Xiang? We cannot get rid of problem. Your 3 children come and tell you, Daddy, I want laptop. Imagine Yang Xiang, you got triplet. 笑料 one laptop 2,000。我看杨香要去 Orchard 跟他老婆跳 pole dance， 拿钱了，对不对？就说你赚 10,000， 你的老婆也赚 10,000 20,000。The more you earn, the more expenses you have. True not? Don't tell me you and your wife take bicycle to work. You're earning 10,000. Don't tell me you drive a Toyota Altis. You definitely drive some car that is more 体面一点，对不对？ It's nothing wrong to pamper yourself in certain areas. Okay, so I hope you understand this topic is important. Every topic I'm going to give is important. Please, for goodness sake, I know you're having exam. I know, but I can give you the next homework to do. But by giving and you don't do, it's like no point. I don't see the way you do your structures, you're running your essay. Then, no, you know what I mean now, Jialing? Then later your exam come out, your sister or your mommy, me or daddy or whoever come, hey, what the hell did Uncle Raymond do? How come my child never had any homework? How come not improving? I mean, it's not fair to me, not fair to your parents, correct? But don't give me the reason and excuse to say, I got no time. This is, to me, sorry, it's bullshit. No time is bullshit. You cut down your gaming time, your other things, you still have time. But you say, sorry, Uncle Raymond, I have to spend my time to study for my exam. I would 100% take it. Fair enough. Okay, like tomorrow is your maths exam. You of course don't do my homework lah. Correct or concentrate on your exam 对不对? But you say, Jialing, you say, sorry, Uncle, because tomorrow I got a game to play. Don't laugh, you type Free Fire. My ex-students is going there to do this coming, I sent to you. It's going to be a big gaming competition in Garden by the Bay or Marina Bay. I sent to you, okay? I'll send to you. My ex-student just sent this to me. He's going to be involved in this gaming.